Scheid 2023. This is always a fun weekend. A lot of sled pulling and racing action and a lot of vendors, so it's always a good weekend, and it's always extremely hot. I don't know how it always lands in the end of August, but it is a torture. It's supposed to be close to 100 degrees today. Yesterday we had 134 degree track temperature. Did some testing yesterday. Started the day with a 107 60 foot, ended the day with a 103.1 60 foot, so good progress, which we're excited about. Obviously we've got high hopes for the car, so we want to keep pushing ourselves forward. We did not make it past like 1.8 seconds into the run. We shook the tires a little bit. Out there the track is hot and greasy. So we're going to tame down the nitrous a little bit right through that range and see if we can get it down the track on this qualifying run.
Talking about a month of difference. Like last month we saw it was the first time the car was out, and now you're talking about 103 60 foots, which you guys have never done, radial anything before.
Right.
So it's moving along quickly.
Definitely.
How are you feeling about, this weekend?
This is still a testing weekend for us. I mean, honestly, 2023, this season is testing for us. If we can get the car sorted out to where we can line up with people and put people on the trailer, great. If not, we're not bad about it. Obviously, we want to go out there, set the world on fire, and we want to win, but that's not what this season is for. This season is figuring out the Liberty, the tie drive, the new car, just getting to where we feel like we show up at the track. Right now, you feel kind of like a rookie, It's like everything's new and nothing's the same as it was, but we're having fun and we're learning a new chassis.
Hell yeah. So every qualifying is just another chance for you guys to get out there and make improvements on what you do. Yeah,
and you saw like last night after dark, we went back up to the starting line and we're doing some testing with bump. Like we haven't got the car to bump yet because this has a band and you have to, it's a little finicky. It's not quite the same because you've got an air solenoid along with electric solenoid to control it. So we have to kind of creep up on it because if we have to go too aggressive on the bump and it lets the tires spin, it will smoke the band. Okay. So we tried it 3 times last night and it didn't move. So every time we changed the tuning to lower the duty cycle. So that's something that we'll mess with tonight after qualifying if we still have time. We need that to be able to line up with somebody else so we can put it in the beams and spool up and bump in and race.
And so it's not a standard, like typically it's just first and reverse locked and you bump and you release the reverse.
Right.
And
it's got a band in the tie drive, and I guess the band is strong enough to hold the trans brake no problem. It's, a lot of the blower cars, they'll roll into both bulbs, grab the 2-step, let off the button and go. With a turbo car, we have to drive into one bulb, get on the 2-step, then bump in. And that band is not strong enough to release, let it move forward and stop again. So we have to combine brake pressure in the car to have the brakes help stop the car after the band releases enough to let the car move forward. So that involves some strategy in the logic to where we PWM the line lock solenoid to get a steady brake pressure so it does the same thing every time. Right. It takes some time.
Absolutely. Now this is stuff that is completely new to you guys. You've never done this before, right?
We've just, we had the Rossler Turbo 400, got very familiar with that system, had it working really well for 4 years, and so now it's like new transmission, new logic, and you got to figure it out. So makes the challenge, makes the fun of it.
It looks like you guys are getting ready to head up to Q1, so good luck, be safe out there, we'll see you.
I'm Johnny Gilbert with Stainless Diesel. We are at Wagler Motorsports Park for the Scheid Diesel Extravaganza this weekend. So basically didn't make it to RLC. We did some updates on the front struts, had them revalved and got that set up here, put some new tires on. So the game plan basically here for the race weekend is we're playing with the front half of the track, trying to get after it a little bit. And with the heat, it's challenging for sure. But we're just gonna do some nice A to B pass here. So this track, when it gets hot, man, it gets greasy a little bit, or any track in general, but this track's really good, typically. And then this afternoon, probably the Q2, is gonna be the hottest part of the day, hottest track temps we're gonna see. We've been used to racing 135 degrees all year, so we know what it takes to get it down a hot track for sure.
What are you doing?
Oh, just checking the track before first round of qualifying.
What are you running this weekend?
Roma.
All right.
Roma, gotta keep them on their toes.
got a good A to B pass. Clicked it off a little bit early, went like a high 30 pass. Definitely happy with what we seen. Track was 137 on that pass, so we got through the danger zone of tire shake and ripping tires off. It was really smooth in the front half, which is kind of what we like to see in a hot track, so looking good.
Damn right. And what was it, 105, 60?
Yeah, 105 with a 2, so just one of kind of like our pretty easy, you know, not getting after too bad, but keeping it safe, you know.
Qualifying too, it's a little bit warmer.
Yep.
Are you guys gonna go up and make another one?
Actually, we're gonna go up and make another rip. Probably gonna put a little bit of more power in and shift some things around. Get after it a little bit before the 300-foot mark a little bit. Nothing crazy, but should go down. Basically testing a little bit still.
Yeah.
Number 1 qualifier in the first session. So I think right now we're looking good. I think we're just gonna use the next couple sessions for some test rips and kind of make sure we get her down at track on race day.
What are you guys doing this time?
Well, if we can keep him from lifting.
Oh man.
Chicken shit in it.
I think it was shaking, right?
No, on the lift, on the letting off the button.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
It's not a big lift, but about 15%, you know.
That throttle position sensor gets you every time, won't
Yeah, every damn time.
Data log don't lie.
it? I didn't live.
Or tape a 2x4 to his foot.
Still not 30.9%.
Now see, I've been told a story that back in the S10 days that this went on forever until they finally figured it out.
The first year I struggled with it, but
Right.
it was like 80% throttle is what I dipped to on the hit. Well, somebody needed to do some licensing passes, so we let him use the S10, Cody, and the first time he got in it and let off the button, he lifted to 30.9%. So still, to this day,
But see-
don't let him live it down.
I have been told that what it was that they realized the seat had to be moved forward.
Yeah.
Like it was physically just
Yeah, I'm
pushing
too
you
short.
back.
I'm like this.
Right.
I was on my tippy toes.
So
Yeah.
block of wood would fix everything.
Yeah. But this one, I feel like it's not too far away, so
Right.
I just need to, I don't know.
It's hard, you know what? I've done it too. Like you put your foot down, you're like, you have to tell yourself, put that thing through
Keep
the
that
floor.
son bitch down.
All right, well, good luck, guys. Go
Thank
get
you.
it.
Pedals are one time down. He goes 540 with a 5. But he held the throttle down. 433.7, 172. Now he rolled through before he could get all the way onto the throttle to the hit.
What is that?
The band for the tie drive.
That's the band we were talking about.
Yep. Yeah. That's not even that bad. It's glazed it a little. Like the first band we smoked was smoke.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it was right.
Yeah.
This is arguably fine.
So the Fire Punk team is going to be swapping this out and back in action tomorrow.
Yep, that's right.
New band, race car, Magic, qualifying 3.
That's right. Yes.
tell us about how your Pro Mod ventures are going this weekend.
It's really hot. Track temp's really hot. So far, not swell. I've kicked the tires 50 foot out and then kicked the tires like 20 foot out. Didn't think the second one would kick where it did, but on the top end, I called lockup in a way that softened it and it wasn't darty. So the top end of the track's fixed, just got to fix the shorter end. It still went one out the back 143, so kind of getting close, but there's only 4 of us, so I'm in the semifinals.
What happened where we saw the top end of the track where it like kicked hard left?
That's lockup coming in, and I have the option to do what's called a soft lock, and I did not turn my soft lock on. So it's just 100% fluid coupling, bringing it down to the drive shaft curve, and I already had a lot of wheel speed in the first place, so add a lot of wheel speed and engine that's getting sucked down to the drive shaft curve, it just decided to accelerate the drive shaft curve.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things that when you lose traction on the top end, it basically will go where it decides to go. Kind of makes it sketchy.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's not bad. Like it's doing incrementally what it's supposed to do. Just getting a handle on the track's not that easy at the moment.
Earlier in the weekend, I saw you hand shaving down a rocker arm, so
yeah,
you know what I mean? Things are going pretty well right now.
Yeah, it could be worse.
It could be.
I was told before the season, Levon told me that if I run Pro Mod and run the truck all out, I'll work on it a lot more. And he wasn't wrong. In 590, I never touched it, never looked at it, we just ran it.
Yeah.
This year is not like that.
But that's how you learn how to go faster.
Correct,
too,
and that was the whole reason I'm doing this. You don't learn how to go fast unless you're going fast. Learning that stuff is extremely valuable.
Hell yeah.
Because unless you try, you're never going to get anywhere with it.
Damn right. Well, keep pushing, brother.
Thank you.
What's going on? We had some rain come in last night.
Oh,
Big
yeah.
storm.
Dropped about 50 degrees. It's gonna be magnanimous today. It's drying up stuff. It's gonna be a good day. So we got Q3 this morning, and then I think eliminations will start right after lunch or about that time.
Gotcha. So what is the game plan? You guys gonna take Q3 with all the rain on the track, see what it's like?
Yep, we're basically gonna make a good A to B lick again, just to kind of feel out the track. We're gonna get after it a little bit to the 300 foot mark, and then take it easy from there. So
it looks like you got after it a little bit yesterday. You stayed in a little bit longer than I thought you were going to.
Yep. I just just drive to the finish line, check it out. But the chutes were out way early, so I felt them hit me.
Right.
Even though I drove through them a little bit.
So right now holding on to #1 qualifier.
Yep. Still #1.
Carry that through the rest of the day, and hopefully a big W at the end, right?
That's what we hope for.
I mean, do you think the track is going to be significantly better, or?
Oh yeah, tons better. I think yesterday we were making licks in the heat of the day, 147 degrees at its hottest point we've seen when we were on it. So I think today we're going to see like track temps around 110, which will be really, really good for us.
I think it'll be really good.
Yesterday, so
really good for everyone.
Oh yeah.
All right, well then let's get to it.
All right.
So tell me, yesterday you guys got the band swapped out?
Yep, got band swapped out, and we made one lick last night, and we smoked the tire on the line. So we found a couple things in the log that we fixed, so it made it react a lot faster. So we're actually pulled some RPM back out of it today, and we're back to square one, trying to find, every time we fix one problem, you got to get back out on the track and get some data before you know where to go on the next round. So.
Damn right. Do you feel good about doing it today? A little less heat, a little less...
Today's beautiful. Track is a lot tighter. It's not 135 degree track temperature, so if it's going to go down, it should go down today.
Hell yeah.
Out of curve with no upshift, will coast to a 544 forward, 94 miles an hour.
So getting ready to go into E1.
Yep.
What's the game plan there?
So we got the Fire Punk boys first round. We're just gonna go in and do the nice A to B just like we had planned. See if we can make it past the first round.
You guys in Pro Mod right from the jump into the Final Four, right?
Yeah, so we're getting semifinals, 4 of us ready to rock and roll here.
I mean, it seems like the temperature's going down.
Yeah, so that we'll probably get a little stronger front half just organically because the weather's down, cloud cover on the track, so a little better front half. Just without wicking up any extra power.
Yeah, but it looked like the last one, was it 105, 60 foot?
104.
104?
Yep, so it's getting after it pretty good.
That's work.
Yep.
So, is that what's been your best 60?
Like 103s.
103?
Yep, and it's all about track temp. Like last night it was 141 degrees on the track. This morning it was 100. So 47 degrees difference. We didn't change anything in the tune-up from last night to this morning. Went a 108.60 last night in the heat.
Right.
And 104 today.
Damn right.
Just 47 degree difference made all the difference.
So are you guys gonna give it anything, or just happy with the 104?
I think he's gonna try something out here at probably 200 feet, 300 feet.
Okay.
We're just playing with some transmission charge pressure. It's like essentially trying to tighten up the converter a little bit in the middle of the track. So,
We'll get ready and get up there, brother.
all right, sounds good.
On the trans brake, he brought the right through the line. Rattles the tires and shuts it off to a 330, but Ryerson Miller gets a gimme. They didn't want it that way, of course.
We had an electrical gremlin, essentially. A little gremlin in the Motec / Logic system. When I went to bump in, I have this rear drive shaft speed sensor exclusion, I guess you would say. Long story short, it bumped me through the lights, and it was reading a different speed than we were actually at. I thought we were at 200, 180. Essentially, we weren't that fast on the line, obviously.
Right.
And it wigged out, so it released the trans brake button just long enough to bang me through the lights and said, okay, you're not really moving that fast, and pull it back. So we lost first round. So Gremlins happened, that's racing. Happy to be here, great event. Hot Shot Secret backs us up 100%, and I love this place. Jeremy Wagler's got a hell of an event, as long as Dan Scheid as well. Very happy to be here.
You're looking heavily involved right now.
Yeah, I gotta find some ET.
Why do you gotta find ET?
I gotta find ET because I'm racing a Pro Mod Duster with a pickup truck.
But You're racing the Pro Mod Final.
I am racing the Pro Mod Final. Finally. Second time of the year, big old heavy trucks racing a Pro Mod in the final of Pro Mod. So hopefully this year I can capitalize on it.
Yeah. I think that, I mean, I hate to say it, but if you had an opportunity, this is going to be the one.
That is a fact. All right, I 100% believe it, and I'm working on finding, I think if I can pick up like a 10th, which I've been that fast many times, I have a really good chance of it. Because they haven't made it past the 330 under power. So it'll be one of those things where he launches out on me and I got to catch up to him, but it's everything in my power to do so.
So what is your strategy? I mean, you're talking about picking up ET. Why pick up ET versus playing the safe A to B bet?
I won't mess with the short track. I got the short track back-ish, and I might make a small shock adjustment or something like that, but I'm not making any short track adjustments. It'll be shift points on RPM and maybe like a tweak more nitrous on the third kit. When the third kit comes on, it's never cared. So just a little mile per hour to run out the back and it'll be super happy.
Yeah.
So
because there is still a chance they just whip one.
Correct.
What I mean? Just rip one out. So.
Yep. And that's why I won't mess with the short track, and I'm not going to get overly aggressive on the backside. Small percentages is all it's really going to be.
Yeah.
I don't like making big swings anyway, so.
Well, good luck out there, brother.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Austin goes down after a subtle job.
All right, so Austin Doidge, unfortunately, after he received his trophy, packed up and left, so I'm gonna give Austin's winner's acceptance speech. Fire Punk Andy to the front, big truck racing Pro Mod, feels great to win. I love my peoples. See you guys next time.